Have you ever really considered the cultural significance of Captain Underpants? I'm not talking about the surface level, like the plot, the jokes, or even the toilet humor. I'm talking about its underlying brilliance. On the surface, it's easy to dismiss as mere juvenile fiction, but what Dave Pilkey crafted was nothing short of a revolution in children's literature.
Exactly. It's like people don't even realize the subversive genius behind it. At first glance, you have a story about two kids hypnotizing their principal into becoming a superhero who runs around in his underwear. But if you look deeper, and I mean really look, you'll see it's satirical, a pointed commentary on the rigidity of the education system. Pilkey brilliantly juxtaposes the absurdity of childhood rebellion with the hyper-controlled environment of American public schools.
Precisely. The entire series, if you think about it, operates on a sort of postmodern deconstruction of the superhero genre. You have this utterly absurd hero, a bald, middle-aged man, stripping down to nothing but his tidy-whities, who fights villains like talking toilets. It's pure, deliberate chaos. But within that chaos, Pilkey exposes a truth.
I mean, the juxtaposition is brilliant, but there's more. What Pilkey does, especially in the way he utilizes fliporamas, those simple yet effective action sequences, is a master stroke. It's not just a gimmick, it's an exploration of how minimalism in storytelling can enhance narrative engagement. Think of it like Warhol's soup cans, art stripped down to its most basic, accessible form. Pilkey's doing the same thing, taking the highbrow world of comic books and graphic novels and presenting them in a format that even the most disengaged readers can embrace.
Yes, and the character development. I think people underestimate the nuanced relationship between Harold and George. They represent the duality of childhood, innocence mixed with a need for rebellion. Their prankster tendencies aren't just bait for laughs, they're an expression of frustration with the oppressive structures that confine them. It's like Pilkey is subtly suggesting that the true enemy isn't Principal Krupp or even the many ridiculous villains, it's authority itself. It's like he's inviting children to question the very institutions that govern their lives.
Oh, undoubtedly. But beyond the narrative layers, you have to admire Pilkey's commercial savvy. The series is a brand. It's transcendent, permeating not just the pages of the books, but the broader cultural landscape. There's something almost Warholian in the way Pilkey understands the commodification of art. The books, the merchandise, the movie. He's built an empire out of a bold man in underwear. It's pop art at its most effective.
And that's the beauty of it. People see Captain Underpants and think it's just for kids. But what Pilkey has done is craft a narrative that speaks to everyone. On the surface, it's a silly, irreverent role, but deep down, it's a statement on power, on control, on freedom. Like all great art, it transcends its medium.
Brilliant, just brilliant. I am so glad we had this conversation. Thank you for having me.